With these can-do videos, you'll see real-life situations where you have to introduce yourself, talk about your family, or give your contact information. So, by the end, you can do them yourself in Italian. This video is a small portion of our can-do course. To get the full course, including translations, grammar tools, and assessment tests, click the link in the description.
Welcome to Can Do Italian by ItalianPod101.com.
Ciao a tutti, sono Felice Angelini. Hi everyone, I'm Felice Angelini. In this lesson, you'll learn how to talk about the weather in Italian.
This is Karen Lee, and she's in sunny Rome. She's on a long-distance call with Chiara Lombardi, her former homestay mother. Chiara asks, "How's the weather?"
Com'è il tempo?
Listen to the conversation and focus on the response. Ready?
Com'è il tempo?
C'è il sole.
Once more with the English translation.
Com'è il tempo?
How's the weather?
C'è il sole.
It's sunny.
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Let's take a closer look at the conversation.
Do you remember how Chiara asks, "How's the weather?"
Com'è il tempo?
First is
Com'è?
which translates as how's.
Com'è? Com'è?
This consists of two parts. The first is
Come?
how.
Come? Come?
Next is
È.
is.
È. È. È.
Is from the verb
Essere.
to be.
Essere. Come?
Is contracted with
È.
to form.
Com'è?
Next is
Il tempo.
the weather.
Il tempo.
Let's start with
Tempo.
weather.
Tempo. Tempo.
In Italian, all nouns have grammatical gender and are either singular or plural.
Tempo.
Is masculine and singular, a fact which will determine the form of the other words in the sentence. Before
Tempo.
is the article.
Il.
Think of it like the in English.
Il. Il. Il.
Is also masculine and singular to agree with.
Tempo.
Together,
Il tempo.
the weather.
Il tempo.
Altogether, it's
Com'è il tempo?
how's the weather?
Com'è il tempo?
Let's take a closer look at the response.
Do you remember how Karen says, "It's sunny"?
C'è il sole.
This starts with
C'è.
there is.
C'è. C'è. C'è.
Is the contracted form of
Ci è. Ci.
there.
Ci. Ci.
Next is
È.
is.
È. È,
is from the verb
essere.
to be,
Ci,
is contracted with
è,
to form.
c'è,
Note,
c'è.
there is used to talk about the presence or existence of something. It's not used to describe things. Last is
Il sole,
the sun.
il sole,
Let's start with
sole,
sun.
sole, sole, sole,
Is masculine and singular. Before
sole,
is the article
il,
the.
il, il,
Is masculine and singular to agree with.
sole,
Together,
il sole,
the sun.
il sole.
Altogether, it's.
C'è il sole.
This literally means there is the sun, but it translates as it's sunny.
C'è il sole.
The pattern is
C'è, weather condition.
it's weather condition.
C'è, weather condition.
When talking about the weather, there is also another pattern used.
È, weather adjective.
It is weather adjective.
È, weather adjective. È,
Is from the verb
essere.
to be. To use this pattern, simply follow
È,
with an adjective that describes local weather conditions. Let's try this new pattern. Imagine it's cloudy.
nuvoloso.
Cloudy.
Nuvoloso. Nuvoloso.
Say, it's cloudy. Ready?
È nuvoloso.
It's cloudy.
È nuvoloso.
When talking about the weather, it's common to use impersonal verbs in Italian. Impersonal verbs are verbs without a fully stated subject and which are conjugated in the third person singular. For example, it's snowing in Italian is nevica. Nevica, literally, it snows, is from the verb nevicare, to snow. This is the third person singular form of the verb. Nevica. Nevica. Pay attention. You will see another example of this pattern shortly.
Let's look at some more examples. Listen and repeat, or speak along with the native speakers.
C'è il sole. C'è il sole.
È nuvoloso. È nuvoloso.
C'è bel tempo. C'è bel tempo.
È umido. È umido.
Piove. Piove. Did you notice how I used a single word instead of a phrase?
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can-Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Piove.
It's raining.
Piove.
This literally means rains, but it translates as it's raining.
Piove. Piove. Piove.
Is from the verb
Piovere.
to rain.
Piovere.
The pattern is impersonal verb referring to the weather. Do you remember how to say it's snowing?
Nevica.
It's snowing.
Nevica.
Let's review the key words.
Nuvoloso.
Cloudy,
Nuvoloso. Nuvoloso. Bel tempo.
nice weather,
Bel tempo. Bel tempo. Umido.
humid,
Umido. Umido. Piove.
it's raining.
Piove. Piove.
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember how to say sun? Sole. Sole. And how to say the sun? Il sole. Il sole. Do you remember how Karen Lee says, it's sunny?
C'è il sole.
C'è il sole. Do you remember how to say weather? Tempo. Tempo. And how to say the weather? Il tempo. Il tempo. Do you remember how Chiara asks, how's the weather?
Com'è il tempo?
Com'è il tempo? Do you remember how to say, it's raining? Piove. Piove. And how to say cloudy? Nuvoloso. Nuvoloso. Do you remember how to say nice weather? Bel tempo. Bel tempo.
Let's practice. Imagine you're Karen Lee, and you're in Rome, where the weather is beautiful. Ready?
Com'è il tempo?
C'è bel tempo.
Listen again and repeat.
C'è bel tempo. C'è bel tempo.
Let's try another. Imagine you're Chiara, and it's raining in Catania. Ready?
Com'è il tempo?
Piove.
Listen again and repeat.
Piove. Piove.
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Mark's friend, Paolo Parisi, and you're in cloudy Milan. Ready?
Com'è il tempo?
È nuvoloso.
Listen again and repeat.
È nuvoloso. È nuvoloso.
This is the end of this lesson.
Now, here's what you can do to cement this conversation in your head. Review the conversation with our dialogue tool and lesson transcripts. Study the key words and phrases with our spaced repetition flashcards. Review the key grammar and cultural tips inside the lesson notes. And test yourself with our assessment tests. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to access our Can-Do course.
Now you know how to talk about the weather in Italian. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.